What's going on, guys? In today's video, we've got a complete finishing tutorial. By the end of this video, you're going to be able to convert more of your chances and score more goals. We're going to go over every shot example, where to aim, and also when to use it. We're also going to show you how to convert more of your chances, what I do every single year. We're going to go over precision, which is very important this year, and assisted shooting. And I'm also going to give you my secret top tip at the end that I use to convert my chances every single year, guaranteed. Now, the first thing I want you to do is go to game settings. I want you to try precision shooting. This is a new mechanic that was introduced last year, but it's been buffed. And what it does is it allows you to aim your shots yourself and you get faster ball speeds. Okay, the faster ball speeds is what's key. Now, first of all, when your precision shooting is on, your shot button and your left down long stick is basically an aimer. So if I aim, for example, towards a corner flag, that's where the shot would miss. Okay, now the game actually assists the shot quite a bit. As you can see, when I aim downwards, the game still assists the shot towards the goal. You just have to keep it on target. Now, the reason why this is so effective is because you have increased ball speeds, you can get these very effective low shots. So I'm going to show you. We're going to go over low shots in a second, but I'm going to explain to you, you can do a lot of power and kick the ball, just how you would in real life, how you're taught in real life to finish. Keep the ball low and you add a lot of power and you get the ball into the corner. Now, with the precision shooting, your left down long stick, you have to aim where the ball goes. So if you aim outside the post, for example, the shot is probably going to go outside the post. You need to be extremely accurate. If you, for example, miss the target like this completely, the game will only assist you a little bit. The more you're inside the box, and for example, if I aim wide, the more of a chance you got to miss. So the key thing with this one is actually just aiming at the goalkeeper. I would recommend just practicing this. Go into the practice arena like I am and just practice aiming at the goalkeeper just to keep your shots on target. But once you can do this, it can be very effective because you can place the ball where you want it to be. We're going to come back to this precision shooting in a second and why it's so important. Now, there's also assisted shooting. Now, this is one that everyone uses. Now, this is where people get confused in regards to the aim. Okay, now we're going to go over assisted shooting. Okay, now with assisted shooting, this is what everyone has on by default. The key is wherever you aim, it's not the same like precision shooting. You just have to keep the shot to the direction you want to go in. So if I aim at the corner flag, the shot will go at the bottom. See my left down long stick? I'm going to pause it just before I take the shot. Do you see how I'm aiming at the corner flag, but the shot still went in? This is what's known as assisted shooting. And what assisted shooting does is it aim locks your shot within the frame of the goal. So if you want to aim at the goalkeeper, you literally aim down the middle. If you want to aim, for example, on the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, then you aim on the right-hand side. If you want to aim on the left-hand side of your player, should I say rather, you aim on the left-hand side. So this is beneficial because it helps you, especially if you struggle to aim your shots. This can help you inside the box. But by itself, you need to understand what shot types to use. Now, my favorite one is the low shot. The low shot is one of the most effective shots in the game because it's like how you shoot in real life. You're taught to apply power and you want to keep it low and hard. Now, there's something that's very, very important with shooting, okay? I'm just going to draw a quick graph. This is very, very important. This is the amount of power you apply. This is the height of your shot, so how high your shot will go, okay? Now, your shot up until about 40% power, the height doesn't increase. It's only after 40%, then the height increases. So the optimum point to actually hit your shot and keep the shot low would be at 40%. So I'll explain to you exactly what I mean, okay? So let's say, for example, I tap my shot. You can see it ends up becoming a low-powered shot, okay? If I do the same thing, I tap my shot again, but I keep it below 40%, the power increases. If I then go to, for example, 70%, for example, the shot gets elevation. So if you want to keep the shot low, shoot below 40% power, so almost like a tap. And what that will do is that will keep the shot low, and it's one of the best features to score. I would say this is recommended when you're going across goal or you're inside the box or in a 1v1 situation and you want to shoot the ball before the goalkeeper moves. This is very, very effective. And this is why I also say the most important thing for players are finishing and the power shot stat. Inside the box, all over here inside the box, the most important stat is the finishing stat. You could have 99 long shots. The game doesn't take that into account. Outside the box, it's long shots. In this region here, between, for example, the edge of the box, the penalty arc, it's a combination of both. So if you're taking a shot inside the box and your player has like 83 shooting, but the finishing stat is low, and you're wondering why you can't convert your chances, this is the reason why. So it's important to get a high finishing stat, especially if you're going to be shooting, which you probably are, inside the box a lot. Now, what I'd recommend is in terms of shooting, I would say go for 40% low shots. They're very, very effective. It's probably the most effective way of scoring right now inside the game because you keep your shots low and you apply power. Now, the second thing is try to shoot on someone's strong foot. Too many times I see people shooting with their left foot. You want to shoot with your right foot or your strong foot or whichever strong foot that player has. Because if you shoot with your left foot, so let's say your finishing is 99 in theory. If you shoot with your left foot, now you're only shooting 85% of 99. So technically speaking, your finishing is not 99 anymore. And how many players have 99 finishing? So if your player has 85 finishing, for example, your left foot's only going to have 85% of that stat. Something just to bear in mind that everyone always forgets. Now, you also have the finesse shot. The finesse shot is very, very effective. This is basically a curved shot where you open the inside of your body and you want to open your body up and you basically want to curl the shot towards goal. Now, this is actually very effective outside the box. Or let's say, for example, you're running at angle, you're facing a 45-degree angle and you want to curve the shot. So let's say you're not running directly towards goal, but you're at a 45-degree angle like so. The finesse shot is very, very effective. But as you can see, it can also miss inside the box. So the finesse shot is actually the most effective outside the box. If you've got something like the finesse shot playstyle plus, that's what's very, very effective. In fact, one of the metas right now is just shooting from outside the box, someone like Heung-min Son, and applying power. This one is all about power. If you are going to use the finesse shot inside the box, I would say tap it and go for accuracy in a corner. Now, personally speaking, as I said, I would use a finesse shot outside the box, but as it stands inside the box, apart from these small unique areas where you have to apply power, don't use it inside the box because realistically with this one, you have to apply a lot of power. If you don't, the goalkeeper would save it. So you can argue it's more beneficial and statistically speaking, probably got a higher conversion chance if you do use a powered low shot. Then we're going to go over chip shots. Chip shots are effective if a goalkeeper comes out, but they're still a bit clunky this year, but it can work from certain angles. If you know a goalkeeper's cut, let's say a goalkeeper does rush out, for example, you can try to do a chip shot and you can try to get the ball into net, but it's not as effective. Then you have a normal shot. So for example, like when I said to you, you tap the shot, you have 40%. If you just shoot the power above 40%, you're going to get a normal power trajectory. So of course, the more power you apply, so for example, like here, if I do apply like 100% power, you can see the shot is going to completely miss. If I then, for example, do like, I would say inside the box, 80% power, you're going to get the ball at least towards the inside the net. And you ideally want to get it into the corner. But the thing is, in my opinion, the higher the shot is elevated towards chest level, the higher the goalkeeper has a chance of saving it. So you ideally either want to hit it 40% or hit it 80%. You don't want to hit it in between because otherwise the chance the goalkeeper can save it. So the highest chance to convert that is to apply more power. Of course, the more power you apply, there's a chance you could miss the shot as well. Now, one of the most effective ways of scoring right now is the Trivela shot. Now, Trivela shot is actually quite easy to do. A lot of people get confused about how to actually activate the Trivela shot. So what you do is, when you go into the arena, go like this, okay? Now, Mbappe is right-footed. So if I try taking a shot like this, facing towards goal, Mbappe would always use his right foot. So what you want to do is you almost want to run upwards on the opposite end. So you want to run, for example, Mbappe, I'm pushing my body away, you see? So my right foot is not facing towards goal. My whole body is facing away. And you want to kind of go upwards and you see how the game forces the Trivela animation. Now, Trivelas are very, very effective still outside the box. But what you want to do basically is you want to go for the angle away from your strong foot and you want to hold the L2 button. That is how you can force a Trivela shot. If you've got the Trivela playstyle, it's even better. And what you can do is what the top tier players are doing is that, let's say for example, you're in that situation, you could also do a ball roll and then do a Trivela shot to kind of force it into that region. Trivela shots are very, very effective, of course. All you got to do is go to this region. I just want to show you how to do it. Go like here and then practice. Now with Trivela shots, the key is power. If you don't apply power, the shot's not gonna go in. So you ideally want to apply power enough to beat the goalkeeper and not go towards the grass. The next thing you want to go over is time shooting. Now let's say, for example, you're doing all those things, but you're wondering, I'm still missing. What can you do? You can use time shooting. Now, time shooting is something that needs to be enabled in your settings. You have gray, which is late. You have red, which is basically too early. Then you have yellow, which is just about too early. And then you have green. And green is basically a perfect shot. Now, in theory, what green should do is it should give you more power and more accuracy in theory. To get a green time shot, you want to time it to perfection. Like so. So I'm just going to pause this clip here. You can see the moment that I take the shot and I press the shoot button, I'm pressing the shoot button again just before the player hits the shot and I end up doing a time shot. So you shoot normally and then you press the shoot button again and you try to time it. The key with this one is doing it as late as possible, because a gray shot, it just means that you've done it too late. So you want to do this as late as possible. So it either becomes a gray shot or a green shot, because you don't want to hit it early, because you hit it early, the shot could fluff completely. So the key optimum point here is you want to hit it just before your player hits the ball again, and that way you can increase your chances, and that way you can get it green. Don't hit it red because it will fluff the shot. You want to basically time it to perfection just before when you tap it when it's green. Another tip I want to give you is also stop running with the ball. Try to create that 45-degree angle and then take a shot. That will increase your chances, and wait for the goalkeeper to move. You don't want to wait too long, because if you wait too long, the goalkeeper is just going to come out and grab the ball. They are very, very effective this year when they come out. So what you want to do is you want to slow down, wait for the goalkeeper to move a little bit and then shoot. That is the key area to shoot, okay? So wait for the goalkeeper to make that one step and then you can shoot, because that's when you catch the goalkeeper in no man's land. So wait for the goalkeeper to make that one step, watch out the goalkeeper, and then I take the shot. Because that way they've got the lowest chance of saving a shot, because when they come towards you, every second you take, they're increasing their chances up to 100% when they're right close to you. Like, for example, if I'm this close to the goalkeeper and I shoot, I'm probably never going to score. If they're on their line, they can then stretch and then take a shot. So the idea is just before they step forward, you want to release their shot. And that way you catch them in no man's land. Very, very important. Now, before I go over my secret mechanic that I use every single year, I want to go back to precision shooting. The reason why I'm saying this is because precision shooting, and you can go into the menus and do this, and you want to go to the practice arena. The reason why I'm saying this is because this year, precision shooting is probably the way to go. Because finishing is so bad, with an increase in power, if you can do 40% power inside the box, it's very effective. Now, some pros use it, some pros don't. But let's say you're sitting here and you're saying, Neil, I'm absolutely fed up with finishing. I just cannot score. All my shots either keep missing or they keep going astray. Then I would say use precision shooting if you're comfortable, because you can aim the ball exactly where you want to aim it. Now, I promised you we'll go over my secret tip. Now, there's 2 tips, okay? The first thing is we're back on assisted shooting. Let's say you have assisted shooting, but you want to do a precision shot when you want to. What you could do is you could do a precision pass into the goal. So this one is very, very effective. So let's say, for example, you will want to take a shot. Let's say you're using assisted shooting all the time, but there's some occasions where you want to aim your shot to perfection. Well, you can use assisted pass, as you can see, with R1 plus triangle, assist pass, precision pass, and you can aim the ball exactly where you want the ball to go to. So what you could effectively do here is you could pass the ball into the net. Something I've been experimenting with last year, you can see you can pass the ball into the net. Of course, you do need time and space to do this, but what you could effectively do is go for a high powered, and you can see even I'm not too good at it, but if you have, for example, a good passer, you can go with like a power pass shot towards goal. Think of it like a power shot, a precision shot on demand. So this is also a very effective thing to do. Now, one of my favorite things to do is, of course, you may have seen in the intro, is to do a power shot. Now, power shot is a feature where you basically wind up your shot and then you take the shot towards goal. Now, you hold L1, R1, and circle. I'm going to pause it there, and you aim your left down on stick. So this one is manual. So I'm still on assisted shooting, by the way. You can see, look, when I aim at the corner flag, the game is still assisting my shot towards that area. But with a power shot, if you have time and space available, you can then end up winding up your shot and having the perfect precision shot when you want to. So you can actually turn precision shooting off, but then you can use assisted. This is what I do, basically. I use assisted shooting, but when I want to, I can sometimes aim my shot manually if I'm feeling spicy enough and I trust myself. Otherwise, I can do the power shot. And I love doing power shots from outside the box, especially from, like, look at the situation here from the corner flag. Check out my Patreon video on how to do this power shot perfectly every single time. But what you can do is you can also time this. When you green time a power shot, there's no one stopping the shot. So I'm just going to go back to that clip. You see, what I do is I'll load up the shot. I wind it up with the power shot, L1, R1 with the shoot button, and then I press the shoot button. I'm going to pause it right here just before the player Mbappe takes a shot. I shoot just before the player shoots the ball again. Then the shot gets released. Look at that. It has increased power, increased accuracy, more power, and the ball goes exactly where I want it to go. If you do this and you time it to perfection, there is no stopping the shot. Even if you miss the green timing, like for example, like there, it's not the end of the world because the shot is so powerful. The benefit of this is that it's just very overpowered. If you can green time it, it's very effective. It does take some time to learn. Only downside is it takes some time to execute. You need some time on the ball. So what I'd recommend is the power shot plus playstyle, because that increases the speed of the shot. But again, if you miss the target, if you aim astray, you could miss completely. So you have to go into the arena and practice keeping a shot on target. But once you do, if you can green time it, and even if you can't green time it, but if you can just aim it properly, another quick tip is do a low powered variation as well. Because if you're running inside the box, for example, like so, you can do a low shot, which is below 40%, and you can do a low shot power shot. But that is my secret top tip to convert your chances. I guarantee you this will change the way you shoot just by doing the power shot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to join my Patreon series, patreon.com/NeilGuys. It's my FIFA School Series, FC25. If you don't get better after 1 month, we'll refund your money. That's the Neil Guys guarantee. Thanks for watching. Take it easy and catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this as well.